Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've put anything on YouTube. I don't know if I'm even going to put this one on YouTube or not. Actually, I don't even like what I'm seeing here. Ugh. I think that might be better. I don't know. I look bad. I don't even know if I'm going to put this on at all, but I don't know. I might be raw, just truthful and raw and just place it anyway. Anyway, let's see. Last time I put anything on YouTube, it was all about oils, me changing my life around and doing all kinds of natural things and how I was gung-ho. And, well, I'll be honest with you, it's hard to do the natural thing if you don't have backup. If it's just you and you're married and your significant other, oh God, guys, that just look yuck. If your significant other is not part of it and doesn't care to be a part of it's very difficult. And so, to be honest with you, I was going to festivals in Richmond. I was doing a lot of different things like that with my husband, and it made it increasingly difficult to stay firm on a diet, on a plan, because whenever we went someplace, it was never conducive to me staying on my plan. And so little by little, it was like originally when I first started this and I told my husband about it, I told him what was going on, that I was diagnosed with basically like the first stage or stages of cancer with the Barrett's esophagus. It's like your first quote unquote beginnings of cancer. He was like, okay, cool beans, and he was on board, and he brought me to a bunch of different cool places that did juicing, and we did all the things that, was good for you. But, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my puppy dog. Anyway, but that didn't last long. So then we ended up getting back into our normal situation, and so from there, sadly to say, I moved into other things, just the wrong things to do. So, with that being said, a lot of things have happened. In 2016, summer of 2016, I went to ODU and got myself licensed to become a teacher. Took classes and everything, and so that was a huge ordeal. That was huge. It was a huge summer. It was really good. It was fun and it was exciting. God, my hair is not greasy, by the way. I mean, I don't know why it's not. At least it's not showing all of the gray I have. But anyway, so in summer of 2016, I did that. Some of it was very difficult. I had an elderly dog. His name was Rambo, and he was elderly, and it tore my heart to pieces. I came home every weekend. I saw him, and Mom was taking good care of him and all of that. But anyway, it tore me to pieces because I was not there. And I have another dog, EJ. He's here. He's with me right now. He's a little tiny Yorkie. And anyway, so summer was good and bad at the same time. It was great because I was fulfilling a dream. Thank God for Mom. And then the other part of me was the fact that, so I was fulfilling a dream, and I was away. I was away from New Kent, and I was away from my mom, and I was away from my husband. So all of that was really difficult, but that's okay. I mean, that's what I had to do. So I went through that, and then I come back home, and Rambo made it through the summer. I didn't know if he was going to make it through the summer. He did. He made it through the summer, and so I was living with my mom at the time, and so looking for a job, very difficult because I had a time frame. ODU puts a time frame as to how you need to get a job quickly. So I was going through a really rough time at the time. But anyway, one night I had taken melatonin and I fell asleep. I had taken melatonin, and without me knowing it, I had started to cook something. Had gone to the bathroom and then went to bed, back to bed, and I forgot I was cooking something. Well, it turned into the fact that it was a big fire, and it burnt, and the house was full of smoke. And needless to say, that was the day before my I had to go to a job fair. So anyway, I was nervous in the service on the next day because of everything that had happened. I mean, I could literally have killed my mom, me, everything, because I literally was asleep through the whole thing. My mom woke me up. I was completely out. But anyway, that was really scary. It was very scary. I don't take melatonin anymore. I would love to take melatonin, but I don't do it anymore. I'm too nervous about it. I'll go into sleep if I have time. I don't know how long I want to make this. So anyway, so the next day I was nervous as anything. Call Mom, and Mom, of course, is extremely positive and extremely uplifting and said, go in there and kick a booty. That's basically what Mom told me. So I did, and long story short, a county called Westmoreland County, it's in the Northern Neck area of Virginia, got me. I mean, basically, I was walking, they took me and brought me to their place of where they were sitting, and it was Katie bar the door, that was it. I mean, he wanted to interview me right there and then. I mean, God bless him. And then he's like, no, I need to have more than just you as an interview, or I need to have more than just me as an interview and all that. And so I was like, oh, that's cool beans. It's no big deal. So I went home. I told Mom, I said, Mom, no one in the area is looking for a teacher. However, this county called Westmoreland, they're looking for a teacher. I said, but Mom, it's so far away. I said, it's about an hour and a half away. And she's like, well, do it. Go for it. It's a teaching position. It gets you your provisional. Go do it. So I did. I went for it. And long and short, and I'll go through all that in another video. Long and short of it is I got the job. And I began teaching in January, which is exciting. Quickly realized that the whole thought of doing a commute thing wasn't going to work. It was just too much for me. It was an hour and a half one way, and my first day at the job, I had nothing but terrible torrential rain, and it was insane. It scared the living bejesus out of me. I come into work, I signed in shaking like no tomorrow, told them that it was almost really a 2-hour ride. It was crazy, and I decided that very quickly I needed to move to Westmoreland. Well, I told my principal at the time that I needed to move, and I don't think I told my vice principal, but anyway, I told my principal. Well, my principal put out an email without me knowing it, and a teacher came to me and said, listen, I have a friend that's actually a friend of my dad's, and he's really cool, and he has a house, and it's like right down the street, and it's actually kitty corner to me. I said, she said, it's a great neighborhood. I'd really like you to come and be a part of the neighborhood. Would you call him? I said, sure. And so I called him. And long story short, we went back and forth as far as rent was concerned, agreed upon a rent, and I moved. And it has been the toughest move I've ever done in my life. It's been really tough. I've moved from a hometown where my father passed away. I had been there for almost 20 plus years. Moved away from my mom, whom is elderly, and I moved away from my husband. I moved away from all my friends. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to stop there, and tomorrow I'll give you another video. Thank you, and God bless, guys. I love y'all.